Hello, my name is Rosalind Buda, and I am the second bassoonist with the Spartanburg Philharmonic. I'm excited to talk to you a little bit today about my bassoon and also about another double reed instrument, the Scottish Smallpipes. These are two instruments that I play professionally and that I have been in love with for as long as I can remember. Now, the bassoon is a member of the orchestra that you don't always get to see or hear up close. It is a double reed instrument like the oboe or the English horn, and it is a bass member of the woodwind section. So we play the lowest notes, kind of the meat and potatoes of the woodwind sound comes from the bassoon. We provide harmonic stability for the rest of the woodwind section and really act like glue in the orchestra, holding the woodwind sound, low woodwind sound, together with that of the basses and the cellos and other instruments like trombone and tuba. Soloistically as well, although the bassoon doesn't always get the chance to shine in every piece of orchestral music. But there are a few out there that you are probably very familiar with. Very exciting to play. The bassoon is also known as the clown of the orchestra. Now, why is that? Perhaps I should take offense being called a clown, but it really just speaks to the bassoon's capabilities. If I might toot my own horn, the bassoon definitely has a wide range of expressive capabilities. It can play short and staccato notes, both low and high, and also play some extremely lyrical, beautiful vocal sounding passages. I'll give you a little taste of what the comical side can sound like. Here is Paul Dukas' The Sorcerer's Apprentice. It's hilarious in its staccato quality and really depicts the story that's going on. I'm sure most people have seen Disney's Fantasia and can really get the visual of Mickey Mouse making all of those brooms and buckets carry water. Now, the bassoon has an incredible ability to be lyrical and soulful and play long, lovely lines, and it's one of my favorite aspects of the instrument. It has this range that goes extremely low and extremely high, and many composers discovered that this is a great quality to bring out in their compositions for the bassoon. I'm going to play just a little snippet of the second movement of Weber's Bassoon Concerto. If that doesn't make you think about opera, I don't know what does. It has such a great quality to it. And this is one of the reasons why I love playing the bassoon. It can play both of these roles, bass line, melting pot, mixer in the orchestra, comical, as well as lyrical. To give you just a little bit more of a sample of what the bassoon sounds like up close and personal, and also to segue into our next musical aspect, I'm going to play a tune for you by Irish composer Turlough O'Carolan. He was a harpist, a traveling harpist in Ireland in the late early 1700s, and he was blind. At the time, smallpox was a disease that was causing terrible trouble for people all across Europe, and Turlough was blinded at the age of 18. And in those days, to help children out especially who had lost their sight, many were given the chance to become musicians. So he was given a harp to see if he had aptitude, given lessons, and became one of Ireland's most famous composers. So I'm going to be playing a piece by him called Carolan's Farewell to Music. Supposedly he wrote this on his deathbed, asking for the last dram and writing this down on a piece of paper before he dramatically died on the spot. Perhaps it's a dramatization of what actually happened, but we do know that this was the last piece that he wrote. And I'm going to follow it up with a more sprightly tune called The Two William Davises, which is by another contemporary of Turlough O'Carolan named Thomas Connellan. Those tunes are so fun to play on the bassoon. I've been enjoying taking music from the Celtic repertoire and bringing it to this instrument as well. I'm excited to share this instrument with you. I was going to be performing along with my musical partner Kelly Brzezowski on the Music Sandwiched In series at Spartanburg Public Library in April. We're going to have to postpone that performance. Hopefully she and I will be back for that series again next year. We've always come to play around Tartan Day to give everybody a taste of some Scottish music. So the bagpipes are also a double reed instrument. This instrument is different than the bassoon in that I don't use my own air to power it. This is actually powered by a bellows, exactly like the bellows you would use to stoke a fire. Some genius person thought that it would be great to create a cold wind system for an instrument where one does not use their hot breath to fill the instrument and thus possibly disturb the acoustics over time as moisture wreaks havoc on the reeds. This instrument is really self-contained with the bellows, the bag. The reed is set inside this part of the instrument where the melody comes out. This is called the chanter. And then over my shoulder are 4 drones. Each one of these drones plays a continuous pitch. They are tunable, so I have different options for notes that I can play to create chords while I'm playing on the instrument. I fill the bag with air with my bellows. There's a little tube that connects in between, and there's our valves both in the bellows and in the bag that when I squeeze the bag, the air does not come rushing back out. Same thing with the bellows. When I squeeze the bellows, a valve closes so the air doesn't come back out again. And the bagpipes are very much characterized by their drone and the ability to play with continuous sound. They also only have 9 notes. I feel much more expressive on the bassoon sometimes because of the range of the instrument and the number of octaves I can play. I have so much more variety. I can play every half step, but on the small pipes there are only 9. The scale that they use to play is called the Mixolydian scale. This is just like our major scale, except that when you get to the 7th note, it is lower by a half step than it would be if you were playing major scale. And this gives Scottish music especially, and other Celtic music that uses this scale, a very distinct flavor. So I'm going to play a couple tunes for you. The first one is called The Road to Banff, and the second tune is called The Lisnagon. Hope you enjoy hearing these in this instrument. Thanks so much for listening in. I really hope I get to see everybody in the Spartanburg community again very soon. Take care.